All right, good morning, everybody. This is the beginning of my build on the accumulator Grapple combo, otherwise known as a grappleator, but that's a brand, and I'm not going to call it that. So Chris Denny's accumulator Grapple combo. This is going to be modeled after the design of the Maxilator, and I think that they have a really good thing going with the Maxilator, and I don't need to reinvent the wheel. I'm not going to totally copy it. It's not going to be a carbon copy. I'm using a lot of the same materials and the same basic design, but it is going to be different. It will be one of my own, and I think it's going to turn out really well. So I'm going to get cutting here. We have a lot of steel to cut with such a little saw. So this little horizontal bandsaw is obviously it's a Grizzly. I bought it several years ago, and I used it a lot, mostly to cut thinner material, smaller stuff like this. That's 095 wall, 95 thou. This is 120 wall, and this is 3/8 web. So I'm going to cut the stuff that takes the longest first. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to use these, this 4-inch C channel as my horizontal runners, that the 1.25-inch shafts are going to run through that hold the hooks. And so I'm making an 8-bale grapple, not a 10-bale grapple, and some of you might think that that's a mistake. It's gonna work for what I need it to, and honestly, my 50 horsepower Kubota only weighs so much, and it can only lift so much. I think they say 2,300 pounds to full height at the pin, and about 1,700 to full height at 500 millimeters, which is about the tip of your bucket. So something that's going to stick out 6.5 feet beyond your pins, with, let's just say, 8 average of 55-pound bales on it, or 50-pound bales, we're going to be reaching our max there. And I'm probably going to have this tractor for a while. So if I build something that's too heavy for it, then I won't be able to use it. And so that's the decision that I made, and I'm just going to run with that. And in the future, it won't be hard at all to patch on another 1.5 feet of C-channel and then fish plate where the butt welds are, and add another shaft and extend the linkage for the actuator. So it's something I can easily modify in the future for not very much money. And for right now, this is going to work. So, without further ado, I'm going to get to cutting and put you guys on high speed so that you don't have to watch this painfully slow saw cut through this 3/8 web C channel. Anyway, yeah, so sit tight, guys, and enjoy. Alright guys, so I didn't want to bore you with 15 minutes or 20 minutes of sped up video of cutting steel, probably one of the most boring things to watch on the planet. But so this is the main backbone of the whole assembly, and I have the edges of these placed to match up with the outside edge of the skid steer quick attach deal. So that's that. This is 20 inches by 75, and our C channel is going to come up vertically, and 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to use this 1.25 inch by 1.25 inch to make the skids that come down and help guide the bale into position. So here we are. Nothing's totally squared up right now. I just put things kind of into position so you guys can see what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to set you up on a tripod, and we are going to start squaring and tacking the material. I stated it in a different video. Obviously, I don't have a welding table big enough to build a grappler, so the floor is the best thing that I have. The guy that me and a friend of mine did this floor, and he was a professional, and he did a real bang-up job. This floor is just beautiful. My leaky tractors over the years have kind of taken their toll, but as far as levelness goes, this is pretty good. And being somebody that has, other than at work, has never really had the right equipment, I've learned to overcome and kind of adapt and deal with stuff like this. It's not going to be fun for the knees. It's really not going to be fun for the knees, but it's what I got to deal with, and we're going to make it happen. So sit tight. Alright guys, just about to get going here. Notice I don't have a bottle. I'm not running MIG. I'm running flux core, and the reason for that is, well, one, I don't have a bottle, but two, I can penetrate deeper with the flux core. The other bonus of that is I can run, I have a fan blowing. I don't know if that's in the frame, but I have a fan blowing right on me, so I won't have to inhale as much of the fumes. And so running flux core is nice because you can blow a fan, or have a fan blowing right on your workpiece, and it's not blowing your shielding gas away. And yeah, so we're going to get going. Sorry about that, guys. My battery died. So you can see we have the upper part of this done. Things turned out really square, as square as I care to make it. It's I think overall corner to corner we're 1/16 of an inch off, which whatever. I'm not I'm not worried about that. But yeah, so we're gonna continue this project after I go get some welding wire. I am just about out, and we'll get some more going. So thanks a lot for watching, guys, and stay tuned for the next one.